Stinky shoes and dirty clothes.
It's empty.
Portrait of a loser.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Film Tower. The idea for a program sounded very boring on paper, but surprisingly it was well received by a number of audiences. There are two reasons why the show was widely popular. One being the curiosity of what's behind every locker, and two being the actual artifacts and stuff that's found in the lockers. There have been amazing discoveries in the storage units, and today we will count down the best and the most magnificent of them. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our videos. Also, don't forget to give the video a like. Alright, let's begin. Number 10. Lumen's Guns. Hester had his day when he would purchase a storage unit for $500. It had electronic stuff in there mostly, but he got even luckier when he came across not one, not two, but 5 Lumen guns. Hester was told that the guns were old, but still a hot commodity for the right people. The estimated value was $1,000 for each gun.
Cool, actually. I don't know what the heck.
Number 9. 18th century Gothic chairs. The Sheets duo rummaged through their newly purchased locker and came across 2 antique chairs. Daryl told Brandon that they would be worth thousands of dollars, and Brandon was blown away. But that wasn't even it. When an expert told them that their chairs were worth $7,000 to the right buyer, the father and son rejoiced delightedly.
Oh yeah, good locker. There's a whole set of these two, and they're really...
Number 8. Glass chiller. Brandy and Jared came across this cool glass chiller in their locker along with some valuable designer bags like Prada and Chanel. When they took the chiller to an expert bartender, they were pretty fascinated with this work. Jared even said he's going to keep it for his bar and chill glasses. It was worth $280.
I'll figure it out, I always do.
We've made a killing on this unit.
Number 7. Screen printing machine. Jared purchased the locker for almost $3,000, and Brandy was skeptical of finding any of Renee's stuff in their locker. Thankfully, they didn't. But they hit a jackpot instead with a full screening set. It had the printer and the screens, basically everything you needed for your own screen printing business. The thing was worth $5,000.
That thing, that's the silk spinning machine. You put the screen on here, we have the platform for the t-shirt, which goes right here.
Number 6. Vintage meat slicer. For Weiss, the day wasn't going any good considering he had spent $3,000 on a locker only to find nothing. It was until he took a dusty sheet off of some meat grinding machine that he went, whoa. He met up with a chef friend who told him the machine was one of the first meat slicers made in Indiana, for which he can easily get $12,000 for.
I'll tell you what, this is my only savior as far as making a buck on this locker.
Number 5. Chicken eyeglasses. Who would have thought chicken eyeglasses were even a thing? Weiss found these odd glasses, a whole box of them. Through research, he found out that they were used in the 1940s and 50s by chicken owners who would put them on chickens so that they didn't peck each other's eyes out. For $350 of what he spent on the locker, Barry earned $500 on just the glasses alone. What a funny accessory.
Across the country by the millions in the late 40s and 50s. And
Number 4. Human skeleton. It's really hard to find a real human skeleton for a cheap price. Even medical students prefer fake ones due to the cost. But when Dave Hester stumbled on a pile of bones, he was shaken to the core. When he put all the pieces together, he realized he had a full human skeleton worth $1,670.
Definitely a human skeleton here. Hopefully it's not an unsolved mystery here.
Number 3. World War II Minesweeper. I don't know about you, but my history teacher would give anything to get her hands on this. Dave and Ivy got their hands on an old locker that Dave wasn't really happy about. They came across a bunch of old war stuff in a box. It had a helmet, some armory objects, and a very strange looking machine. After consulting an expert, they found out that their possession was a World War II Minesweeper. it was worth over $4,000.
Ready?
Ready.
Bam.
Right on. My detector.
Number 2, a 2-year-100-old dental set. You might think that how this much old stuff can end up in a locker, but I guess that's the whole point of the show. It is to find stuff you'll never think of. Now, to see guitars, collections of video games, and posters is pretty normal on Storage Wars. But things like a dental set that's 2 centuries old come only once. Barry hit his jackpot when he found the set in his locker. It was quite valuable and with 8 tools that looked painful.
Wait a minute.
Number 1, Frank Gutierrez's paintings. There's no way I can forget what a find that was. This was probably the most valuable find on the show ever. Daryl and Brandon came across Frank Gutierrez's several pieces of art. They were over the moon to find out the whole collection was about $300,000. Mind blown. No one since then has ever come close to finding such a thing on the show yet.
Thing could be worth thousands. There's hundreds of Frank Gutierrez paintings, so I called an expert.
The show has quite a history of finding such things, and these are just some of them. Every day they go through trash to find gold. What among these things would you rather have? Well, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you haven't liked the video yet, it's never too late to hit the thumbs up. We'll see you soon in another video, so until then, take care and goodbye.